Hello there, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Welcome to Radiant Moon Tarot. This is your August 2026 tarot reading. We have a lot of things going on. Of course, this has kind of been the theme for the entire year, but August is eclipse season. So we've got a solar eclipse, which is a new moon in the sign of Leo. This is on August 12th, and this is extra sunny, extra vibrant, extra potent because, of course, Jupiter is in the sign of Leo for the next year. So this is really amplifying that bright, sunshiny kind of energy, extra creativity, extra boldness, extra courage, and, maybe a little magic in the air as well. Jupiter does bring some good luck and good fortune, expansion and growth. So it can be a really awesome time. A new moon, of course, is an opportunity for new beginnings or breathing fresh energy into things, new insights. And with Leo, it's like the courage to face your fears and the courage to try something new. So it's a really great energy. We've got a lunar eclipse, which is a full moon in Pisces, and this is on August 27th. Full moons, of course, are a time of closure, of wrapping up loose ends, of completion, right? But that can also sometimes be where we have something that comes to fruition because we're closing out a chapter, closing out a cycle in our lives, and this is like where things can blossom. But eclipses in general, they are like a little bit of a cosmic reset. We get some rapid transformation, great time to do shadow work, clearing out outdated patterns, especially with that full moon in Pisces, the lunar eclipse. Pisces is the last sign of the Zodiac. Pisces is related to the 12th house in astrology, which is your subconscious, your spiritual self. It's the house of endings, okay? Cleansing, clearing, healing, deep insight, sometimes spiritual awakening, right? But it's really where we can dig deep and see what we need to let go of that's been holding us back in our lives. We also have, some cosmic alignments that are accelerating your soul's evolution. Fated events happen at eclipses, and they are portals of opportunity, sometimes unexpected beginnings or unexpected endings, and spiritual resets. So a lot goes on with these eclipses, and we're going to feel this energy for the entire month. Now, another key date, just really quickly for you, is August 8th. This is known as the Lionsgate portal. The portal actually opens on July 26th. It closes August 12th, but it peaks on August 8th, and it's the 8th month and the 8th day. Really, really positive energy, amplifying our manifestation potential with that number 8, infinite potential and growth. It is known as a fertile an abundant time, goes way back to ancient Egypt. It is when the sun in Leo aligns with this star Sirius, which is our spiritual sun, and Orion's belt, and the earth also lines up with the pyramids there. And so really, a good time for a surge in spiritual energy, heightened intuition, deep transformation, and the aforementioned manifestation portal. So work with that energy. Really great time to set some intentions and goals there. I would actually, personally, for me, I would choose the Lionsgate portal for manifestation over and above the solar eclipse, that new moon. Right? Because eclipses can sometimes be a little bit volatile, and that Lionsgate portal is a little more stable because everything is in alignment. But that's just me. You do you. Anyways, let's get into your month ahead and see what the cards have to say for you. We've got details. Okay, the devil is always in the details. So this is an important month for you to pay attention to the details, okay? If you're dealing with any kind of contracts or anything like that, if you say you're taking out a loan, or, maybe you've got a job offer on the table, right? Pay attention to the details. If you're looking for, say, a new job or something, you're putting your resume out there, do proofread it. Don't put it through Chat GPT, okay? Anyone anyone with half a brain knows where that wording has come from. It's just got like kind of a little bit of a vibe about it. Okay. Maybe, if you want to use the, AI or something to get like a framework, but then put it in your own words. Okay. And do your spell checks. Always, always important. So, this can be, really important for you to pay attention to some details. Okay. This can sometimes, when we examine something a little bit closer, we get a little bit more clarity around a situation. So this can also be for some of you here to not get too caught in the weeds. Okay, yes, and details are important depending what you're doing, but sometimes we focus too much on the minutia of life, those little tiny things that sometimes just don't matter. And so this can be a good time for some of you to just take a step back and look at the big picture, and don't get too wrapped up in the little tiny things. It's wasted energy and effort, right? So the big picture may be calling you. We also have protecting treasure. Okay. So some of you may be a little bit in protection mode in the month ahead, okay? There's something near and dear to you, and maybe there's a little bit of fear of losing it. Now, whether it's your peace and serenity, maybe it's just a fear of getting out of your comfort zone, or perhaps there's some things like your values, your time that are very important to you. So, when we get this particular card, it's a little bit kind of like the Four of Pentacles. It's like we've got some things that are important, but we sometimes hold on really, really tight. And what happens with that is sometimes we block the flow of energy. Okay, so we need to find that healthy equilibrium between protection and being open, right? Between, kind of holding on to something, right? And allowing something to change or allowing something to come in. So this particular message here can represent that you are holding on to something, you're protecting it. Can be the fear of letting go, right? And with the eclipses, we are called to let something go, old ideas and values and, maybe even memories sometimes, right? And, by holding on to things, we sometimes, we keep ourselves just a little bit stuck. So know that you are essentially here safe and protected. Okay, angels, spirits, guides, right? They're all here around you. They're always helping you, and they're always, encouraging you to, again, maybe get out of your comfort zone or try something new, right? Yes, there's things that are important to you, but open up to something new or something a little bit different. There's rewards out there for you. Okay. We also have here status quo. Okay. So status quo energy, some months we need to make big, bold moves. Okay. Sometimes we need to do a lot of work. We need to take a lot of action, right? And with the status quo energy coming in here, this is a cycle, at least for your month ahead. We've got the beautiful sun out there, where you don't necessarily need to do anything. You've already put the wheels in motion, right? So when we get this energy, we do tend to turn a little bit more inwards, right? We kind of do a little bit of meditation. We enjoy some of the vibes that are coming in. And remember, eclipses bring fated events. And fated events, it's like things are already moving. Things are already happening. Sometimes there's certain things that are meant to happen. Sometimes there's certain things that, have, are meant for you or you're meant to experience, right? So we're not going to be able to stop them. So the status quo energy, enjoy your vibe, enjoy some of the energy, enjoy the summer, enjoy Leo season, because Leo season does tend to have a lot of friendly energy with it, a lot of fun energy with it. We kind of tap into our inner child, and sometimes it's a little bit of a daredevil-y energy, right? Boldly do things that you wouldn't normally do. So enjoy your month. right? Let go, again, those minor details, right? And that status quo. It's que sera, sera, man, right? And it's a beautiful energy. Whatever will be, will be. I'm just gonna enjoy my life right now. And so it's like a little bit of a vacation kind of energy for you there. We have a creative endeavor, and this is an event card out here for you. A creative endeavor here does speak to your creativity. Again, Leo season, right? We do turn into Virgo season, of course, later the last week, 10 days of the month. But right now, Leo is very creative and very inspirational. So what do you want to do, right? A lot of you are very artistic, right? You've got a lot of creativity flowing within you. Pick up the guitar. Paint a picture, write a book, right? Do something fun that taps into your creativity. Pick up the master of the barbecue, right? Maybe you be the queen or the king of the grill, right? Whatever that happens to be, creativity flows in so many different ways. And so there could be something here this month that sparks your interest, or maybe there's something you've been thinking about for quite some time. And this is the month where you're finally going to do the thing. You're going to do the thing that's been kind of piquing your interest for a while, or maybe even pick something back up that you previously used to do and maybe have dropped. You probably got busy. You got to go to work, you got a family, and whatever else is going on in your world, and you just haven't had an opportunity to come back to it, right? And so this can be the month where you do that as well. So this can be pretty awesome. You could also even be joining someone in some sort of creative endeavor, maybe spearheading it, backing it, right, for a friend or a family member. And you're helping them with their creative pursuits. In some way, you're their little cheering squad. And we have the loving woman. We've got a people card here. It's beautiful energy. So the loving woman. Now, number one, this can be you tapping into your feminine energy, okay, and loving yourself, loving your life, taking care of yourself, doing nice things for yourself, showing yourself a little bit of the love vibe, right? But this can also represent an actual person that plays a key role for you in your month ahead. Okay, now this can be a romantic partner. This can be someone new entering your life. This can be a friend, right? So whether there's someone new or someone already existing, they are creating a very positive presence in your life this month. So you may have a current romantic relationship, or maybe you reconnect with each other. Sometimes we just get busy and we just don't focus on the romance of a partnership. This can be a friend that you get together with, or maybe you heal a relationship this month. But remember, there are some fated events going on. So there could be something that's kind of already kind of scripted and written for you, and it may be very, very exciting. The loving woman in the upright is super, super positive. So whether it's you tapping into your energy, or whether it's a person around you, even someone new, okay, they are an influence to your life in August in some way, shape, or form. Let's see what other messages that we get out. And we've got the 10 of Wands. All right, end of a cycle right there. We've got the 8 of Cups. Okay, walking away, letting something go, the High Priestess. Some of you are on a little bit of a spiritual journey. Maybe you've been focusing a lot on the physical. You've had a lot going on, and here is your spiritual self, your intuition, front and center. We've got the 7 of Wands, gaining strength and confidence. And we've got the 9 of Pentacles. Look at that. You've made it, right? What a beautiful, beautiful story. So, you really need a vacation, or you need to have a little bit of fun. Okay, whenever we get that 10 of Wands, right? It's always a little bit challenging with this energy, but it is a 10. So it is the end of a cycle. Okay. The 10 of Wands is also a reminder to stop saying yes. Okay. To stop taking on other people's burdens. Because, with that 10 of wands, yes, we're tired and we're drained. We feel sometimes like we have the weight of the world on our shoulders. And sometimes that's just reality of life, right? But this can also be where we need to look at our situation, take a step back, look at the big picture, right? Why am I so tired and drained? What can I change? Where can I put up some boundaries? Right here, I've got the 7 of wands. We're really sticking up for ourselves with that one, right? And we are establishing boundaries and we're maintaining the front, right? We are maintaining our boundaries there. So because the 10 of wands can sometimes really be about, taking on other people's stuff, right? We carry their energy. Or, we say yes to things instead of drawing that line in the sand and saying no. People don't like it when we put up boundaries and really enforce them. But the people that get upset are the ones that are benefiting from your lack of them, or, from those times when you let your guard down. So whether you need just to have some fun, let some things go here, or just reassess, reestablish what you say yes to, right? That 10 of wands, you are coming out of a challenging energy. We do have the 8 of cups. Sometimes we need to let things go and we need to walk away, right? The 8 of cups is a transitional energy. It's moving from one situation into another, or it's moving out of one phase of a situation and into another, but we're in the middle of the journey, we're in the middle of the process. And it is an emotional card. We sometimes detach emotionally from people or situations. And sometimes if we're trying to, make a decision, we do need to put our emotions to the side, right? Because sometimes we need to think logically, right? But this 8 of cups, we are moving to the next stage, the next phase of something here. So whether it's moving towards something brand new that's more in alignment with your wishes and your goals, okay, or whether you are about to level up in a situation in your life, right? The 8 of cups, we are on that journey, okay? But we are on, for some of you, a spiritual journey, again, with the high priestess energy coming in here. This is where we are tapped into our intuition. You're also finding your balance here as well. The balance between the physical and the spiritual, the balance between your masculine and your feminine. And when we're in balance, we're in alignment, we feel good, right? So you may be experiencing a little bit of a shift this month out of, burdens and responsibilities and a lot on your plate, and things get a little bit easier. And again, we've got this status quo energy where everything is simpatico. And this high priestess is like, yeah, all is right with the world. We're calm, we're cool, and we're connected here. So, it's a great energy coming in there for you. Some of you may be making some decisions, and the high priestess does remind you that, you don't need to look externally necessarily for answers, because you have a lot of wisdom internally within you, right? This is an energy of inner wisdom. And so, really trust yourself to make the right decisions for you. Sometimes we go externally to other people to ask their opinion and things like that. And, they are typically well-meaning, right? But, people will kind of show you their limitations, right? When they kind of give responses back to you. So trust yourself, trust your instincts, right? You'll make the right decision for yourself. Could also be a little bit of a secret that comes to light there. Now, whether you are the one that's the keeper of a secret, or whether it's someone around you, okay, there could be some secrets and mysteries that are around you this month, right? So you might just be keeping something to yourself while you do some inner work, okay, but you might have a little bit of a revelation. Someone may reveal something to you. Again, with this 7 of wands, though, this is really about gaining strength and standing up for yourself. We're turning and we're facing our difficulties, our challenges. You're confident and you're not backing down, or you're not shying away from a problem. And this really does, really speak to how much strength you do have within you. So no matter what's going on, you are bold and you are brave. And what happens? You are successful, right? You succeed at whatever it is you're working through this month. The 9 of Pentacles is that energy of, I did it. I did it. I did it all on my own because it is a card of independence. I've tamed my worries and my fears, my anxieties. I'm at the top of my game. I'm good. And this is where you do feel confident. But the Nine of Pentacles also is one of luxury, right? So treat yourself well. Okay, if you, whatever kind of milestones you hit, or whatever kind of fun things that you want to do, the Nine of Pentacles is that independent spirit, and it is one where we treat ourselves like the king or queen that you are, right? Whether you buy yourself the thing that you've been saving up for, or maybe you do something nice and take yourself for a massage or something, buy yourself a little treat, right? But treat yourself well, because it is a card of luxury and wealth and success, okay? But it's all about you. All right. And, you know, whether your win is big or small, celebrate it. Okay, because this really does shift your energy, and the more you are thankful and grateful, and the more celebratory and positive that you are, the more excited you are, you get all this energy back. And who doesn't want more of that, right? So it's some really wonderful energy coming in there. Some of you may have some financial success with the Nine of Pentacles. You may also have that purchase that you've been wanting. Also, because we do have that details card there, you may unearth something that was previously not known to you, and this can be something new potentially, right? With eclipses here, something new that you can pursue that can bring you in more money and wealth and financial security, right? So like a new job or investment opportunity or something, this could come your way as well. So again, keep an open mind, right? Because you just never know what might show up. Let's grab a couple last cards for you guys. We've got passion. Lovely. What are you passionate about? Balance. There's that balance. Oh, right on top of our High Priestess. And we've got confidence right on top of our Seven of Wands. Okay, confidently pursue your goals and your dreams. Get out of your comfort zone. You've got a lot going for you this month, right? So what are you passionate about? What do you want to create? What inspires you? Some of you, the passion may come between with you and another person. Sparks may fly. Okay, the confidence, be confident in everything that you do. And again, here, if you've kind of like a lack of confidence, here you've got two cards of confidence here this month, but we've got balance there right in the middle. Balance between work and play, balance between yourself and others, right? This 10 of Wands that came out right now, it may mean that you are taking on too much for other people, and it's always nice to help others or do things for other people or be there for other people, but not to your own detriment, right? You got to take care of you as well. So find that balance in your life, and things will be really quite beautiful for you. That's what I have for you, Scorpio. I do thank you for watching. If you enjoyed your reading, please do like, share, and subscribe, especially just the like button. It's really just a flick of your finger. It is important for the channel, though, because YouTube looks at it like, hey, you recommend this video to other people, and then it shows it to more people. So anyways, so age-old thing there. But I do hope you have an absolutely wonderful month, a beautiful eclipse season, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.